Hi, I'm Dale Holliday coming to you from Corvallis, Oregon in the bountiful Willamette Valley. Welcome to my show, Valley Views, a forum for sharing relevant topics relating to people and issues in the Willamette region. Hi folks, welcome to the show. We're here today with Cassidy Radloff, who's the program manager of the Edible Corvallis Initiative at the Corvallis Environmental Center, or the CEC. She's here today to talk about what's going on at the CEC. Welcome, Cassidy.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, nice to have you here. So please tell us first, what is the CEC?
Yeah, the CEC, the Corvallis Environmental Center, is an environmental education nonprofit. We started in 1994 and have been growing ever since. And we educate all members of the community from preschool all the way through adulthood in a number of different areas, including food and farming. We do nature-based education, and we also have an energy-based education program as well.
That's great. It's good to get the kids in there early, get them getting
Yes.
into some good
Yes.
habits. Absolutely. And can you tell me what is your role there?
Sure. So I am a program manager of the Edible Corvallis Initiative, which encompasses all of our food and farming programming. So I oversee the Corvallis Farm to School program. So we work really closely with the Corvallis School District to get more local food into the lunch line. We have an educator who goes into schools and does cooking and food education with kids right in the classroom. We do a farm field trip program at our Sage Garden, which is a 1 acre a production and education garden, and all of the produce that's grown there is donated back to the community to hunger relief agencies in Corvallis. But we use that space, like I said, for field trips. We bring out students, grades K through 3rd grade, to do field trips based off of their science curriculum. And so every 2nd grader in Corvallis learns about pollinators and insects, so they get to learn about it in the classroom, then come out to the farm and really apply what they learned in a hands-on, real-life way. And so I oversee that program. We have a farm to institution program, so we have a food educator who goes out into the community to local food banks and food pantries through a partnership with Len Benton Food Share, and
Nice.
does food education and cooking demonstrations with people all across Lynn and Benton County. And then we're also starting a veggie prescription program.
What's that?
Veggie prescription. It's fruits and vegetables as a medication. We really believe in food
Nice.
as medicine, and so we're working together with the health centers of Lynn and Benton County to prescribe fruits and vegetables to the people who are most food insecure
Yes.
in our community. And so we're actually going to be hosting a farm stand this spring through next fall, where patients from the health centers will be prescribed tokens to come out and either utilize at our farm stand,
Nice.
at the health department site, or down at the farmer's market. And so I love my job.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot
I
of
love
fun.
your job. That's
Yeah.
a great thing. I've got to unpack a few things here. I mean, farms are so important. And just as an aside, I grew up in southern New Jersey, which people who have never been there are shocked sometimes. They think of New Jersey and it's, all industrial and the refineries and stuff. And the northern part of the state does have a lot of that. But the southern part, at least when I was growing up there, was rural and there was farmland. Jersey tomatoes, peaches, corn,
Beautiful.
the whole bit, the orchards, the apples and stuff. And so, but we never took a field trip to a farm. I mean, I would have loved that. So, I mean, do the kids, they must just go wild.
They do, yeah. We're so fortunate to live in the Willamette Valley, where we're surrounded by beautiful, lush farmland, and it's so fun to make the connections with the kids who have never experienced a farm,
Yeah.
never really known where their food comes from. We have kids that come out to the garden who think green beans come from a can and are amazed when they
Yes.
see them growing in our garden. But it's also really fun to engage the kids whose families are in the agriculture industry, and they can say that, oh, my dad works at Gathering Together Farm. That's great that you work with them.
Right.
And they can really make that connection. And it just seems like such a natural fit. Food relates to almost any subject.
Absolutely.
And so we try to make those connections with kids and build that connection between kids and their food.
Yeah.
And everybody and their food.
Yeah, and I'm just fascinated by that connection with health, because there is a disconnect among lots of folks about what they put in their bodies and how they feel and their health, and they may be eating kind of lousy all the time, and then they wonder why they don't feel well, and they just don't make that connection.
Definitely. And it's so fun to work with kids on the subject too, because you have kids would never touch anything green in their life, but then they make a kale salad in the classroom and they love it. Kale is their favorite thing, and they're asking their parents for it, and we get that feedback all the time. That, when you give kids the agency to choose what they're eating or to participate in the cooking of the dish, that they just are so excited about things like kale and green beans. And it's great. And then they get to be the educators for their own parents. So we really love the idea of kids being educators for their families.
I can just imagine the shock on a parent's face when their kid comes home wanting kale.
Definitely.
Like, what are they doing over there? Definitely. I don't know what they're doing, but I love it. So.
Definitely, I get emails from parents all the time. We do a tasting table program for the school district. With the Harvest of the Month program that we do with the school district, and we get emails from parents all the time who say, oh my gosh, my kid won't eat anything green, but he loved your Brussels sprout salad. Can you please send me the recipe?
Excellent.
Those are my favorite kind of emails to get.
Yeah, that's great. I'm loving that. That's a good job. Good job.
Thank you.
So I was going to ask you what the CEC does for the community, but you're kind of rattling out a lot of stuff that's already going on with the kids, at least.
Yeah. So we mainly focus on kids and families, and I talked a lot about the Edible Corvallis initiative, but we also have Avery House Nature Center. It's a physical house over in Avery Park, and they focus on nature-based and place-based education, and they run a preschool out there and do summer camps where the kids are rafting and stargazing and biking all around Corvallis and just really trying to connect kids with where they live. And we also have an energy efficiency program.
Oh, nice.
And we worked really closely with OSU and our community here in Corvallis to participate in the Georgetown University Energy Challenge for the past couple of years, and are awaiting those results right now. So we try to reach a wide range of people on a wide range of topics relating back to the environment.
That's beautiful. I'm sitting here, I haven't had dinner yet. I came straight over here from work, and I was just getting so hungry. Yeah. And I just love that farmer's market. And I know my husband and I go there every Saturday. We don't make it to the winter one sometimes at the county fairgrounds. We do sometimes, but when it's in town, every Saturday we're there, and it's just such a colorful, vibrant place.
It is, yeah. I don't think that a lot of people realize how much grows here year-round, because the winter market, as you mentioned, is going on right now, and it's still a vibrant market. Yeah, it's still beautiful. So we love getting people down to the farmers market and meeting the people who are growing their food and getting them connected to foods they've never encountered before. Yeah,
it's beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. And the farmers here do work hard. We know that.
Very hard.
Well, now I've heard you mentioned Sage Garden. Isn't there a dinner fundraiser you guys do there annually?
Yeah, every year in September we do a fundraiser called Supper at Sage, and it's a lot of fun. It's a blast. We held it third week of September, I believe, and I can't remember the date we're holding it this year. It's a great fundraiser. We get folks to come out from all over the community to do a great happy hour in the garden. We fire up our Cobb pizza oven and do samples of pizza.
Nice.
Yeah, and we have a little happy hour. We have artists coming out to do demonstrations, painting, sculpting in the garden. Yeah, and then we host a beautiful dinner under the pavilion at Bruce Starker Arts Park just next door. And it's just such a fun way to get people from the community together. The whole meal is served family style, and so people just really get to meet people from their community and engage in a really delicious farm to table meal. And we actually just recruited the head chef from Castor, the new restaurant here in Corvallis, to be our chef next year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're really excited to do that and to be partnering with them and to hopefully give them a little bit more business and to work with them to bring a beautiful farm to table meal out to the folks at the garden.
Beautiful, yeah. That's Supper at Sage.
Supper at Sage, yeah.
Very cool. Are there other fundraising events that you do? I mean, how can people support the CEC?
Definitely. We are a community-based nonprofit. We really rely on our partnerships both with other organizations and institutes here in Corvallis, but also individuals. Our next big event coming up is Earth Ball, which is we've been doing for the past 6 years, I think. It's on the rooftop of Sky High. brewery.
Oh, the brewery.
Sky High
okay.
Brewery, yeah.
Yes.
We call it Party with a Purpose. All the proceeds go to support the Corvallis Environmental Center, but we get a live band up there. We get breweries to donate some drinks, and it's just a really fun party and a great way to interact with your community. And last year it sold out really quickly. We had a line out the door because the capacity of the roof maxed out, and so buy your tickets or volunteer your time. We are always looking for community volunteers to come out, help us set up, help man a table at the event, and then you can just stay for free and party with a purpose with everybody else.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I could imagine it's in September, you say?
This one's in April. So it's
April.
April.
This is in April.
This is
okay.
in April 21st, the day before Earth Day this year.
Oh, of course, yeah, Earth Day.
Celebrate.
Yeah. I can't, I was at the first Earth Day.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
not
were the first
I was
Earth
the first, I mean, there were multiple
That's
Earth
amazing.
Days that year, but yeah, I
Right.
know this one. But there was, it was the first year that Earth Day was celebrated, and I think it was, now I can't remember the date. It was 70 something. It was 71, 72, or 73. It was one of those. And I was in the ecology club at my school. We had about 12 people, but the principal let us have the day off to go to Earth Day.
Oh, that's
And we thought that was very cool. So South Jersey, so we went to Philly.
Great.
it was a
That's
great day. There was such a huge turnout, and people, I think they closed down a street or part of a street, and people had banners, and some
Yeah.
people were roller skating, and then there was live music after.
That's
It was very
fantastic.
cool. So it's nice to see that people are still celebrating stuff, and
Yeah.
something for Earth Day. I mean, I know they have been every year, but
Yeah.
it's just it's a great thing to do.
Definitely, and we're
lot of
actually
history there.
we're going to be closing down one of the streets downtown before
nice
Earth
one.
Ball. We partner with the city to do the procession of the species.
Oh, that's right.
Which is, it's a celebration aimed towards kids, and kids can come up, dressed up as their favorite critter, and it's just a really fun way, like you said, to get people together, to focus on Earth Day, to celebrate the Earth, and then move on throughout the day. Come to Earth Ball in the evening and keep on celebrating. It'll be a lot of fun.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, now there must be a website or a Facebook page that
We have
CEC
both.
has.
We have both.
Okay.
Yeah, look us up at corvallisenvironmentalcenter.org,
Mhm.
and you can. We're on Facebook as well and Instagram at Corvallis Environmental Center.
Beautiful. Yeah. Well, I'll have to check back with you at another time and talk some more. I mean, I will be honest with you. I know you guys were into a lot of stuff. I had no idea you were covering all these bases. I
we
mean,
do
it's
a lot.
comprehensive.
We do a lot with
Yeah.
with a lot of help from the community, so we're
Yes.
really appreciative of our awesome community here in Corvallis.
Beautiful. Yeah. It's a good place to be.
It definitely is.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Cassidy. Thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.
And looking forward to that Earth Ball
Yes.
and also Supper at Sage.
Definitely.
Okay.
See you there.
Okay. All right. Take care
Thank
now.
you.
Bye. You've been listening to Valley Views. I'm your host, Dale Holliday, and I'd love to hear from you. Comments, questions, ideas for future topics, or other matters you would like explored. Email me at valleyviews@kbu.org. That's VALLEYVIEWS@kbu.org. Special thanks to Chad Howard from Corvallis Access Media for his technical assistance and support. I look forward to being with you again next time. And remember, as Doctor Who once said, I'm not in charge, but I'm full of ideas. Bye!